ready to join me, Traxxas?
I was hoping you'd ask!
Welcome back. Today we're rewinding all the way to the 1980s, the decade that produced a dozen different robot cartoons, all fighting for the exact same toy aisle, and almost none of them made it out alive.
Stiff! My front legs are inoperative!
These are 10 short-lived robot shows that vanished after a single season, buried by one franchise that simply refused to lose. Some of these had legendary directors. Some had toy lines that outsold the actual cartoon. And by the time we hit number 1, you'll be looking at a show that aired exactly once and then disappeared for nearly 40 years. Drop a comment below with which of these you actually remember and which ones you think deserved a second season number 10. Robotix.
Who are you? What's going on?
Unfortunately, you won't be around long enough to find out.
Robotix arrived in 1985 from Sunbow Productions and Marvel Productions. Animated in Japan by Toei Animation, the exact same studio pipeline that helped build Transformers. Based on a Milton Bradley construction toy line closer to an erector set than an action figure line, the show followed two warring alien factions, the Protectons and the Terracors, alongside a stranded human crew pulled into the conflict.
Too easy. Way too easy.
Exactly. It's as if they were trying to lure us away.
Interestingly, two of the lead robot voices, Nemesis and Bront, were performed by Peter Cullen and Frank Welker, the same pair who'd go on to voice Optimus Prime and Megatron in Transformers. Rather than airing as a traditional weekly series, Robotix was released as 15 6-minute segments on the Super Sunday programming block. In 1987, those segments were compiled into a 90-minute feature called Robotix, the movie, later getting a UK and Ireland DVD release in 2003. Even with Transformers-level talent both in front of and behind the camera, Robotix never escaped its short-form format, and today it remains one of the most obscure entries in Hasbro's own toy cartoon history. Number 9, Macron 1.
What are you working on now, Bridger?
I'm not at liberty to discuss my work, Dr. Schreiber.
Why? Don't you trust me?
I really have to hurry.
This one wasn't originally a single show at all. In 1986, Saban Entertainment fused footage from two unrelated Japanese anime series, Go Shogun and Shrungle, into one American program, a common trick at the time used to stretch shows past the 65-episode minimum required for daily syndication.
My son, Nathan. I miss him. I'll have to be sure and give him a call when I get to Washington.
The same method built Voltron and Robotech, and Macron 1 even reused the same voice cast as Robotech's English adaptation. It followed two disconnected teams, one fighting on Earth using Go Shogun's footage, the other trying to overthrow a tyrant in a parallel universe using Shrungle's footage.
Oh, come on, Andy, please let me go!
After you've done your homework.
Big bully!
It also leaned on the so-called Miami Vice formula, layering pop hits like Beat It and Shout over its battle scenes. Reception was mixed, mostly because the plot asked kids to track two barely related stories at once. The original Japanese Go Shogun series got a proper Discotheque Media DVD release in 2017, but the Macron 1 dub itself has never been officially re-released and survives today mostly through old VHS rips. Number 8, Centurions.
A Centurion! So this was a trick!
This series premiered April 7th, 1986, produced by Ruby Spears and animated in Japan by Nippon Sunrise's Studio 7. It began as a 5-part miniseries before expanding into a full 60-episode run, totaling 65 episodes across 2 seasons.
Crystal, did you run the calculations I requested through the computer?
Your hunch was right, Max.
Instead of robots with their own personalities, this show gave human pilots exoframe suits that fused with massive interchangeable weapon systems, all triggered by shouting "Power Extreme." The concept had serious pedigree, with comic legends Jack Kirby and Gil Kane contributing to its design work. Kenner's toy line let kids swap weapon packs across figures, but those figures were priced as premium products, and in a market already saturated with cheaper robot toys, that pricing strategy is what actually sank the franchise. Not a drop in viewership. A Commodore 64 video game followed in 1987, and Warner Archive has since released the complete series on DVD across 3 separate sets between 2011 and 2016. Number 7, M.A.S.K.
All right, I won again.
I hate this game. I quit.
Okay, T-Bob.
Short for Mobile Armored Strike Command. This one debuted September 30th, 1985, from DIC and ICC TV Productions. Matt Tracker led a task force of transforming vehicles and weaponized helmets against Vuri Iwano and Iwam, a criminal group formed by his former partner, Miles Mayhem, after Mayhem betrayed and killed Tracker's brother.
Dan on Professor Stevens.
All scans normal. Beta probe, cardiogram, polygraph cleared. Recommended course of action, plenty of rest.
The first season ran a strong 65 episodes, but season 2 shrank to just 10, shifting focus from crime fighting to auto racing storylines. A clear sign the format was running out of road. M.A.S.K. also made history as the first closed-caption series to air in first-run syndication. IGN later ranked it among the best animated series of the decade, crediting it for blending the strengths of G.I. Joe and Transformers without inheriting their weaknesses. A Hasbro writer's room featuring Michael Chabon and Brian K. Vaughan briefly tried to revive it as a live-action film in 2016 before disbanding the following year. And as of 2020, a script was still quietly being developed at Paramount. Number 6, Saber Rider and the Star Sheriffs.
Remember when it all began? My orders were to find Vancro, an outrider with ghostly eyes and a long, pale face.
This series debuted September 14th, 1987, based on the Japanese anime Star Musketeer Bismarck from Studio Pierrot. World Events Productions, the same company behind the English dub of Voltron, purchased the rights, restructured the story, and produced 6 brand new episodes to round out a 52-episode run.
Bad news, Daddy. We think the Outriders found out about Ramrod.
But how?
The show blended space adventure with an Old West frontier feel, centered on a transforming battleship robot called Ramrod. By 1987, Transformers had already locked down nearly every available robot cartoon time slot in America.
The biggest race on planet Yuma, and it's in the bag. The other cars are so far behind, I can coast to the finish line.
Leaving Saber Rider to fight for whatever attention was left over. The show ended quietly after 1 season, but found new life decades later, airing on the Toku network in 2016 and landing on Amazon Prime shortly after. A comic book miniseries followed in 2016, and Discotek Media announced a full Blu-ray release for the series as recently as 2023. Number 5, Tranzor Z. This one hit American television in 1985, but underneath that rebranded title was Mazinger Z, one of the most influential robot anime ever produced in Japan. Written by Go Nagai, the original series ran from 1972 to 1974 for 92 episodes and is widely credited as the show that invented the modern idea of a giant robot piloted from inside its own head. At its peak, it scored Japanese audience ratings as high as 30.4%, and the manga has since sold over 20 million copies worldwide. The American adaptation changed nearly every character's name. Koji Kabuto became Tommy Davis, trimmed the story down, and only dubbed 65 of the original 92 episodes, just enough to meet the syndication minimum. The final episode was never translated at all, leaving its main villain's fate permanently unresolved for American audiences. Ironically, the original Japanese version got a 45th anniversary sequel film, Mazinger Z Infinity, in 2018, and director Guillermo del Toro has openly credited it as an influence on Pacific Rim, a tribute its neglected American cousin never received. Number 4, Challenge of the GoBots. This show launched September 8, 1984, from Hanna-Barbera, based on Tonka's GoBots toy line. The heroic Guardians, led by Leader 1, battled the villainous Renegades, led by Cy Kill, across 65 episodes in 2 seasons. It even got its own theatrical film, GoBots, Battle of the Rock Lords, released in March 1986, just months before the Transformers.
I told you this little box would take care of everything.
The movie hit theaters. GoBots launched the exact same year as Transformers and fought for the same shelf space from day one, but steadily lost ground as Transformers built a stronger toy lineup and a more polished animated identity. DC Comics even released a 4-part tie-in comic in 1987, and footage from the show later showed up in Errol Morris's acclaimed documentary, Fast, Cheap, and Out of Control. In one of the decade's stranger footnotes, Hasbro, the company behind Transformers, eventually acquired Tonka outright in 1991, meaning the winner of this rivalry ended up owning what was left of the loser. Number 3, Mighty Orbots.
But as a token of our gratitude,
we hope you'll accept free tickets to our concert tonight.
This series premiered September 8, 1984, a joint production between TMS Entertainment and Intermedia Entertainment, backed by MGM/UA Television. It carried real anime pedigree, directed by veteran Osamu Dezaki, with character designs from Akio Sugino, animation from Shingo Araki, and narration from Gary Owens.
Wow! They're the biggest rock group in the galaxy.
The original voice of Space Ghost. The story followed 6 robots who could merge into one giant defender against a galactic crime syndicate called Shadow. And unlike most Saturday morning cartoons of the era, it actually ended with a real series finale. The villain destroyed for good instead of escaping to fight another day.
With a little of this.
The show lasted exactly 13 episodes, and the reason wasn't weak ratings. It was a lawsuit. Tonka, the same company behind GoBots, sued the production over brand confusion with its own Mighty Robots, Mighty Vehicles advertising campaign, and the legal fight effectively ended the show before it had a real chance to grow. Warner Bros. Home Entertainment finally released the complete series on DVD through its Warner Archive collection in April 2018. Number 2, Jayce and the Wheeled Warriors.
You have to be ready when Father finally comes to lead us out of here.
We might have to leave before that, Jayce.
No!
This series debuted September 16, 1985 in American syndication. Just a week after first airing in France, produced by DIC to support a Mattel toy line. The story followed a teenager named Jayce leading the Lightning League against plant-based creatures called the Monster Minds.
I don't feel Audra coming.
You're wrong, Flora. Un would never desert his master.
All while searching the galaxy for his missing father, who held the key to ending the war. Roughly a quarter of the episodes were written by J. Michael Straczynski, who later went on to create Babylon 5. The show ran a full 65 episodes, but the toy line behind it sold poorly, largely because the original figures shipped with no backstory and barely resembled their animated counterparts.
Jayce must be in there.
A movie was actually written to finally resolve Jayce's search for his father, but it was shelved when the toy line failed, leaving the series to end exactly where it started, mid-search with no finale. Shout Factory and later Mill Creek Entertainment released portions of the series on DVD between 2008 and 2018, finally giving the unfinished story a proper physical release. Number 1, Robo Force.
Tried everything, but I can't seem to get you talking.
The Revenge of Nazgar. This is the most obscure entry on the entire list, and for good reason. Produced by Ruby Spears for Ideal Toy Company's RoboForce line, with Flint Dill writing and Ron Jones composing the score, this animated special aired exactly once, on December 8, 1984. The figures themselves look like customized Daleks, complete with suction cup bases and crusher arm gimmicks. The story followed a scientist's son rescuing his kidnapped father from an army of robots trying to resurrect an ancient tyrant named Nazgar.
Daddy, is everything okay down there?
What do you say now, Dr. Fury? Or should I ask your sons?
There was no pickup to series, no reruns, and for decades, almost no trace of it online. By December 1984, Transformers had already become such a dominant force that launching a brand new robot brand to compete with it may have felt pointless before the special even finished airing. The story doesn't end there, though. The Robo Force toy line was revived in 2013, sold to the M.A.S.K company in 2021.
It's always messy, but never this messy.
And as of 2025, a brand new Robo Force reboot series is streaming on Tubi, finally giving this one special wonder the second chance it never got back in 1984. And that's the list. 10 robot cartoons that launched with real talent, real toy deals, and real ambition, only to get steamrolled by the one franchise that never stopped growing. If you actually remember watching any of these as a kid, you're rarer than you think. As always, thanks for watching.